MC, this is what you do.
You know what it is, man? It's your boy. Let me holler at you. Check it out.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? So we got this thing with Anthony Joshua and these belts, man, with the the WBA, wanting to fight Luis Ortiz, and then you got the IBF, wanting to fight Kubrat Pulev, but in my opinion, I mean, you can try to feel sorry for him if you want to, but no, you know what I'm saying? There's no way he can feel sorry for this dude, because this dude is in a Union Jack Witness Protection Program. Okay, I would like to believe he's a willing participant, because he comes off as a man being of sound mind, a very rational person, and he has a lot of his faculties together and stuff like that. So he's, in my opinion, Anthony Joshua doesn't seem like a dude that can be duped, duped, you know what I'm saying, as far as like buying into his own hype. You get what I'm saying? So this dude has foresight, and if you listen to him and how he talks, that's what he talks about. Having plans, having goals, thinking about the future. So this is a thinking man. Anthony Joshua. He's a thinking man, and saying that, in my opinion, and just based on his actions, he don't want the fight with Luis Ortiz. He don't want that fight. Eddie Hearn, came up with a plan, as far as how he got the IBF belt and stuff like that. If you haven't noticed, the Matchroom and the IBF, they've done a lot of good business together. And so, anyway, when that WBA came out and said, hey, we want you to fight Luis Ortiz, which they already knew they had to fight him, Eddie Hearn just called up IBF and said, hey, mandate the Kubrat Pulev fight, because that's the fight he'd been talking about all along. And that's the fight they pretty much wanted. I don't even think they wanted the Klitschko fight, because remember, Anthony Joshua got off the mat regarding the Klitschko fight. I think the executives, as far as like the Showtime boxing and stuff, they probably wanted that fight, because this fight was supposed to happen in Vegas. They trying to get him over to the U.S., but you know what I'm saying? They trying to get their money's worth. I'm gonna do another video on that. But anyway, long story short, as of right now, he don't want to fight. He mentioned that he didn't want to fight prior to even getting the belt. That he wasn't ready for no fight with Deontay Wilder. He ain't ready and don't want no fight with Deontay Wilder, because because in my personal opinion, he, just like everybody else know, and everybody else admits, Deontay Wilder is dangerous, okay? He's dangerous. And so is Luis Ortiz, man. So is Luis Ortiz. He's dangerous too. And that's why Deontay Wilder didn't take him on short notice, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be real, man. I've been real with you about a lot of fights, man, about how I felt about certain fighters, like when they fight them and how, like just being just blunt. I wouldn't have taken that fight neither. On no short notice, no Luis Ortiz, southpaw, Cuban, decorated Cuban amateur, you know what I'm saying? On short notice, that is not a man you fight on short notice. And then all these dudes are popping hot, as far as the drug thing going on short notice, Povetkin. Then, who was that guy he was supposed to fight? He's supposed to fight some other European dude, Wilder was. And he popped hot. So, being that Luis Ortiz has the track record of dudes popping hot and stuff, him popping hot. Like, why would you want to risk that? You know what I'm saying? And you trying to get another payday at the end of the day. So that didn't make no sense. Go against the dude that's been popping hot. And from what I heard, Luis Ortiz hasn't even taken one of those water tests or whatever like that. Even though he's supposed to be in this drug program, he ain't even taken the test yet. So that that ain't make no damn sense. But anyway, this does make sense. This does make sense. WBA ordering the mandatory, Luis Ortiz facing Anthony Joshua, and it's not gonna happen because you know what? This guy Al Hammond, man. He plays chess, man. This dude plays chess, and he has a lot of foresight. And I like this dude because he signed up Luis Ortiz, and when he signed up Luis Ortiz, a lot of people were calling for what fight were they calling for? What fight did I call for that I wanted to see? Y'all know this is real, man. People that follow me know I kept it real. I said I would like to see Ortiz versus Wilder. I said that I think before even signed with Al Heyman. Luis Ortiz on EJ Boxing Live. I said that, and EJ was like, "Man, you trying to get your guy killed?" I was like, "Nah, man. I'd rather see that fight because I just rather see him fight one of the killers in the top 5, man, and knock this dude out so people can stop." You know what I'm saying? Because you got people calling him like Beyonce and all his other names and stuff like that. I was like, man, you can't. The dude did what he had to do. He defended his belt a couple of times. I do believe in guys defending their belt a couple of times if they want to get some change. Because that we as much as we don't like the belts, man, they do bring some extra money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? As far as like boosting your profile, because like I've said many times before, once you become a champion, you're gonna always be a former champion. Hell, you can lose the belt or whatever whenever, you know what I'm saying? You probably won't be able to defend it maybe 1 or 2 times before you get beat up, but you're gonna always be a champion, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that from you, and that boosts up your asking price, you know what I'm saying? Because you could say to anybody, it's like, you ain't fighting this any old fighter. You fighting a former champion, you know what I'm saying? You fighting a 2-time champ or something like that. I might be, you might be long in the tooth, but at the end of the day, that young buck can say, "Oh, I fought this former champion," and stuff like that. So you ain't going against any old body, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get somebody proven that's done it before, they've been there, So anyway, man, let me get to my point, man. Anyway, this fight is going to be even better, man. Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, man. Luis Ortiz, man. It's got to happen within like the next 6 months, man. I'm thinking, man, this has got to happen, man. So it would be nice, man, if Wilder does have to fight Bermane Stiverne, that Wilder gets to face Luis Ortiz, for a unification match, because Joshua don't want Luis Ortiz, man. He could have had Luis Ortiz when Luis Ortiz was signed with Matchroom, man. He don't want it, dude, you know what I'm saying? So let's be real, man, because everybody thought Luis Ortiz was going to fight Anthony Joshua when Luis Ortiz was on a fight by fight basis with Matchroom, but that never went down, you know what I'm saying? That was just to tie this dude up, you know what I'm saying? That was just to tie this dude up and slow him up, you know what I'm saying? What he trying to do. So, yeah, man. Long story short, Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder, man. We should start calling for that fight for the WBA, Super Championship belt and the WBC belt, man. And you know what? The WBC, I don't think Bermane Stiverne is going to be a mandatory. From what I heard, he skipped the drug test. That doesn't sound too good. And they might, if the WBA makes Luis Ortiz the super heavyweight champ. You know, the man at WBA. You know, they got like 15 belts. You know. So anyway, the man. Wilder ain't fighting Bemain next. He's gonna fight Luis Ortiz. He's gonna fight Luis Ortiz. They're gonna sew that up really quick, and make Wilder fight Luis Ortiz. I don't know. It's gonna be on television, man. It's gonna be on Showtime. That's gonna be a Showtime one. It'll be nice if it was on like ESPN or something like that, on Fox or something like that. That'd be nice, man. But yeah, man, I can see them making a big card out of that one, man. You know, I can see them making a big card out of that. Put some PBC heavyweights up on there. You know, Jarrell Big Baby Miller and that Konecki guy, the guy who beat up Archer Spilka, knocked him out. Man, I can see that happening. Maybe a few other heavyweights. And maybe Earl Spence, bring Earl Spence back, you know. So get a few heavyweights, Earl Spence up on that bad boy, you know, defend his belt against somebody. Yeah, man, that'd be real nice. That'd be real nice. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. You know, Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder, WBA champ versus the WBC champ. Now, would you like to see it? And if so, would you rather have it on like regular television or pay-per-view? I'd rather have it on regular television. You know what I'm saying? The guys get more exposure, and then for one, you know, I ain't gotta pay like $50 out of my pocket. I think I might do it. You know what I'm saying? I might do it to show support for Deontay, but I want everybody to see this butt whipping, you know what I'm saying? I don't want the guys, people have to do the pirate thing, and then, you know what, the pirate sites, they got viruses and everything on there. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind paying a penny, man, you know, to see, you know, Deontay Wilder do his thing versus Luis Ortiz, man. That'd be a big unification matchup. And I think now that I think about it, depending who's on the undercard, I would pay to see that, you know what I'm saying? Me just being a Deontay Wilder fan, and let's see if he can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take out. I mean, you couldn't get Pavek, and that didn't work out. You've been calling everybody out. You know, Joseph Parker, he's tied up with Hughie Fury. Let's go and see, man, Luis Ortiz, man. That's the fight I want to see, Luis Ortiz. You know, for the WBA belt, and then you the unified champ. And then next time, you know, Eddie Hearn, you know, come up to you and, you know, start throwing money at you. You know, it won't be just a quid, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he won't be like, you're like, oh, I throw you big money to fight Dillian White. He's like, look, man, I'm a unified champ. You know, where your guy at? You know what I'm saying? Where your guy at? You know, this. Didn't your guy used to have this WBA belt? Don't he want it back? You know, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta, you know, like that. Like I said, man, with that whole Rocky thing, man. You know, Rocky was like, man, you know, if you think you worth this, man, go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Wilder got to do, man. He got to go out there and get it. Start knocking out some more of these other heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Start making it so Joshua ain't got nobody, no Pavek, no Kubrat Pulev to go to. You know what I'm saying? Start knocking off some of these guys in the top 5, man. The top 6. You know what I'm saying? Just knock them out, man. Do what you got to do. Stay busy. Yep. No more contenders below 10, man, on box rate. But anybody who's hot, man, because I mean they got Charles Martin at rank number 8 on box rate, so I'm gonna leave it there, man. That's another video. Maybe not. I already let the cat out of the bag. Alright, man, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.